Alright, welcome back to KOTOR. We're gonna go deal with the, Matale and, whatever the other group was. The other family. Their crap. That thing. It probably doesn't matter which path south we take. What's the, let's look at this. Sandrils, that's it. Yeah, no, like, guidance to go to one place or the other first, so I guess we'll do Matali since it's right here. Wait. Might as well check that box again. I assume that's from, one of the other groups of Mandos we killed. Okay. Suppose we can talk to the droid. Start there.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council to speak to Alan Matale.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matali wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
Does a little excessive.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrils as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Why are you certain the Sandrils are to blame?
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrils arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since.
Somehow I imagine the story from the Sandrils would sound just about the same, don't you?
The injustices the Sandrils have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandril droids trespassing on my land.
What were they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission? I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived. It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matali estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandril clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
You're jumping to conclusions.
Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrils. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
The Jedi cannot be bought. I will remain neutral despite your attempted bribe.
Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including raising the entire Sandril estate.
You would be willing to risk open war over this.
It is the Sandrils who have started this, not I.
And here I thought you would blame us if we failed. It seems everyone is responsible for your actions, except for you.
I don't need to stand here and listen to such impertinence.
I'm impressed, Carth. That interjection was very Jedi-like.
What can I say? You pick up a few things.
I'm afraid Alan is not just making idle threats. He is rash and foolish enough to attempt a full assault on the Sandril estate. Such action would result in an all-out war between the families.
I've seen men like Alan Matali before. He's so convinced that his hatred is justified, he's prepared to do anything. And if we don't intervene, there will be war.
I guess we brought the right two
Fine
characters.
Jedi. We have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Okay. Well, that conversation appears to be done. We'll investigate the grounds here on these places in case there's anything. There might be... I saw something about, like, a unrelated body showing up at one of these estates as a side quest. So there's that. I don't know if there's anything else to find, but... It's a good point, you know, that the environment, you know, updates, right? The state of things changes. Let's go over behind these trees, since this is technically shaded out on the mini-map. Make sure there's nothing just out of view here. Didn't think there was gonna be, but, you know, I gotta check. I gotta be thorough. It's my modus operandi. Alright, so, heading south there. Sure. It would be nice to find a Cathhound out here to test if I can actually leap them or not with the armor that we're wearing. Ah, and there's one right there. Okay, so we can. Okay, then I think I'm gonna keep this armor on for the foreseeable future. Until we have enough, like, until we have, like, master speed. And it really feels worth actually switching out the gear. Oh, this must be the body. That explained. I was wondering why there were so many Cathhounds here. And that makes a lot of sense. A dead settler. Ooh, jeez, okay. That's some shit. Cassus Diary. Alright. Dead settler found the body of Cassus Sandril. The journal you found in the body tells he was an amateur archaeologist who was investigating strange ruins across Dantooine. Judging by the ruins, he was mauled to death by the Cathhounds. Okay. Okay, Verpine Zal Alloy Mesh. Heavy armor, 12-1. Resist, resist, resist. So this is essentially just a worse version. Okay, yeah, there's no upside. But, you know, works as an alternate for a heavy armor wielder, since we're not using multiple Jurgen Kalta's items. Light scan visor we already had. Usani's dueling shield, energy and electrical, 100 points. So this is probably one of the top tier shields, right? I think we'll probably keep that one in our back pocket. Okay, and this is Regen 2, implant level 3, so that doesn't do much. And then we get the Diary. Diary of Cassus, amateur archaeologist, details efforts to discover the source of the ancient ruins across Dantooine. Upon reading it, you gather that he had found some correlation between the ruins and something called the Rock. Okay, so a hint towards the Rakata, I see. So this quest must have to be turned in somewhere. Oh, this is the Grove. But do we go down past the Grove to get to the other estate? I think so.
How'd you like that?
Yep, Sandra grounds. Okay, so we've largely checked everything here.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
Cassus Sandral is dead.
Cassus is dead. Then it is as we feared. You should speak to Nurek yourself. He will want to question you on the details of his son's death. Nurek left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurek will meet with you there.
Interesting. So these two quests must intersect then. I was wondering about that because it was a Sandral.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you have news about my son Cassus.
Your son Cassus is dead. I have seen his body.
Cassus is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son?
He was killed by Cathhounds while exploring the Dantooine ruins.
Cathhounds? I was so certain the Matali family was to blame. But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. My son had a diary, his private, personal thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return.
Here's the diary, but keep your money. I need no reward.
I thank you for this. The diary is all I have left of my son. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
We do have more to discuss, though. Excuse me, sir? Ah.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Do you know something about his disappearance?
My name is Rahasia. Nurek is my father. He has not been himself since Cassus disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Cassus was killed by Cathhounds. The Matales had nothing to do with it.
Cassus is dead? It is as I feared. Though I'm relieved the Matales are not responsible. My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
I only want to find Shen Matale.
You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Please, tell me what happened.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassus.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
You don't think that perhaps there's more to look at here, do you? That maybe everything isn't what it appears?
Of course
Conflict.
not. It seems very simple to me. The Council must be allowed to decide the next step.
No. Since Cassus went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassus. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Why are you telling me all this?
Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
Why do you care about Shen?
Shen and I, we have been taught by our families to hate each other, just for being related to our fathers. But I met Shen alone one day in the city, away from his father. And Shen was so charming, so sweet. He didn't care at all that I was a Sandral. He just accepted me for who I was, with no reservations.
They
we
fucking...
talked and met again over months and fell in love. My brother Cassius met him too, and they were beginning to become friends. But then this whole mess had to happen. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
Okay, light side points, stuff, things. So we're supposed to escape out the back. Does that mean we go out and come in the back, or we just leave out the back once we find him? We're gonna make a save. I also don't know if detection by droids will like fail the mission or anything. Let's read the description. Captured Shen. Shen is being held, giving you a key to the rear entrance so that you may help him to escape. Okay. I feel like we should leave and go in the back entrance. I think that's correct. Because there's that protocol droid there kind of like guarding things. I assume the back entrance is the one on the side here. Okay, okay, well, clearly, if this is the entrance proper, there is no escaping. Okay. I'm waiting for combat to drop so I can disarm. I guess let's check the... Nope, nope. Please click the right thing. Recover. Okay, that did work. Just curious. Recovered mine 32, 20 plus 12 versus DC 30. Okay. And which... The question would be... Oh, security room. Yeah, we could explore a bit. That's fine.
How'd you like that?
Is it fine? It's probably fine. Maybe. I mean, it's going to be a whole compound. If the goal here is stealth, theoretically, the insatiable desire to explore every nook and cranny in an RPG. Wow, you could not get any closer, my dude. Okay, well, I mean, he's not here, so then I need to keep exploring anyway. Perfect. Great. That means I am justified in my continual breaking and entering and looting. Okay, we found him. Security room. Okay, I mean, these are just like filler item things. It seems. A lot of droids in here. Okay, like an interface visor? A reaction system? Hold on. Hey. Computers, demolitions, and security with 5 sonic resistance. Yeah, that's a new item. I feel now fully encouraged to continue exploring the area. Alright. So, what we're gonna do... Start saving in another slot, and if we push too far into something that causes problems with the quest, then we can back out. Okay, cool. You did one of those Return of the Jedi long-distance force kicks, I guess, to kill him. Fair. You know, it's just that we, we didn't open that room the first time. We didn't know where Shen was. We had to keep looking, you know? We just had to keep doing it.
How'd you like that?
Oh, we got a key. As if that was relevant. You can just bash all the doors in this game down and fundamentally ignore the mechanic.
Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does. There are many security droids.
I will go now.
Please.
Can I take a shit, though? Thank you. I'll use these credits to save your boyfriend. Okay, so these were looted. Yes. Okay, so I think we've actually done everything. Okay, cool. So yeah, we just cleared the area. Oh yeah, the level. There was something I was thinking about when I was in the menu, and I was like, what was I thinking about here? The fact that he leveled up. That's what I was thinking about. A little bit of this. Feats. Guess we start working on implants for him? I don't think there's anything else here that's that important. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here that does anything, period, pretty much. So we'll take the implants.
Yes?
Okay, that's the holding cell. These exit out to there. There's no reason to open that.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father?
I'm here to rescue you, Shen.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
I'll protect you. Let's
It's
go.
not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
What if we take her with us?
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped.
I will speak to her.
Thank you. I wish you luck.
Okay. Fair enough. Another reason for us to explore the entire estate, and this is definitely not a stealth mission. Yes.
What are you doing here? Have you found...
I'm trying to rescue Shen, but he won't leave without you.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it, but I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Wait as long as you can, but also you will run away immediately. Fair.
You're back.
Have I spoken to Rahasia? Yes, she promised she would meet us outside the gates.
I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Okay,
Shen,
just immediately teleports
you're
us out.
safe.
Rahasia! Oh, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
It was no problem.
No, we know that you must have gone to great personal risk to get us out of the Sandral estate undetected.
I need no reward.
But surely we can...
What the fuck? What the fuck? Huh? Well, that's crazy. No reward is necessary.
Surely we can...
The families meet on the field.
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale,
Rahasia!
Father.
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik.
Alan!
I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
You two just need to calm down.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog!
Is there, sorry, I'm gonna look at the, if these dialogue options matter. Okay. You just, it does. Both of you calm down now. I was on the right track,
Trying
though.
to be reasonable here, of course. We are sensible people, after all. But our children are being so stubborn.
If Shen would just understand that he has to do what I want, this would all be solved easily.
Shen is capable of making decisions on his own.
But he is my son. I don't want to lose him.
And I won't let my daughter go with him.
Children grow up and leave eventually, old man.
My little Rahasia.
Father.
I don't know why we fight like this. We got along in the beginning, didn't we, Alan?
I don't know how you can think of that when we have our children trying to go away together.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad, would it? Shen seems to genuinely care for my Rahasia.
Whoa, slow down, old
Might
man.
be a good husband.
A good
for her
husband, jeez.
someday.
Jumping to
I may
conclusions.
dislike it. I think I see it too.
You let them stay together?
I suppose I might be convinced to see that Sandral girl with my son, if she is loyal to him. But I don't trust you a centimeter farther, old man. Your daughter may treat Shen well, but you will never see them. They will live with me.
Of course not, you pompous old windbag. They'll be living with me.
Why don't you compromise?
I will not have them set foot in a Sandral household.
They shall not live with the Matales.
Then you propose to buy us a new house, do you?
Oh, well, yes, actually. That sounds like a good idea.
I'm surprised. That does sound like a good idea.
We should discuss this more.
Thank you, Master Jedi, for bringing us together and getting our parents to accept us.
We will praise you to the council for what you have done and name our children after you.
Thank you again.
You're gonna name your kid Pack Jorkins? Pack Jorkins Jr.? Alright. Job done? Completely and utterly? Correct. Alright. Great. Side quests complete. We are on an attribute level, which we're just now funneling completely strength forever and always. Persuade, and I guess we keep going on treat injury. We can pick up a second tier of cure, which now I'm actually pretty fond of. Let's go through these real quick. Energy resistance is not restricted by armor. Interesting. And neither are stun or stun droid. Or wound? Wait. Interesting. There's a lot more powers that aren't restricted by armor than I remember there being, actually. Huh. Like, we could take, like, force push and stuff. Interesting. So yeah, there's the possibility, I mean, like, stun works. So we could take potentially something like this to help with sneak attacks. Interesting. Oh, but this is restricted by armor on higher tiers. Intriguing. 5 plus level plus wisdom and charisma. Slowed instead of stunned. And now if we were to take push into whirlwind into wave. So tier 2. Okay, it's like the same DC. This is what I was wondering about. The knockdown versus the stun. I suppose the duration's relevant. This is 1/3 of the tanker's level damage every 12 seconds. And stun stasis is 12. The same duration too. This is 6 seconds. Not affect droids. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder, do I want stun? We would be total of +2 on wisdom plus charisma, which doesn't seem great. Doesn't seem great at all. Okay, let's think about the heal. 5 plus 1 for charisma, wisdom, and level. 10 plus 1 for charisma, wisdom, and level. I feel like this is a second tier of this is not hugely influential outside of combat. I could do energy resistance. It's so hard to know, like, when there's going to be these damage types. That's the problem. It's kind of tedious sometimes to pop this before every encounter. Still, it is like an easily usable power. Let's take it. All right. I guess we can probably just do one of these. This is probably quicker, actually, because it's by the area. We could also talk to the council quick and see if there's anything to be said about the Sandro Matali situation. Might as well swing in there and check. What up, nerds?
I have heard that the Sandros and Matalis have agreed to cooperation in the construction of a new estate to house their children. Apparently, a son of one family and the daughter of the other are getting married. I also hear that we have you to thank for this happy occurrence. I am glad that you are using the authority our order wields to achieve some measure of good.
Okay. Anybody else got anything to say about
I
this?
must congratulate you on your actions. You have saved Juhani and brought her back into the Order, and have given us all great hope for your future success. May the Force be with you as you continue your training.
Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps when we heard of the ruins in your dreams, we sent a Jedi to
Okay, this is the same dialogue.
The way
I'm just curious if
I
anybody
have
else here
nothing
had
left
anything
to teach you,
unique.
Padawan, though a Jedi is ever learning. Even the Masters know their training is but in its infancy. Now is the time for you to seek wisdom outside the training chambers. The lessons that yet await you are to be found beyond the walls of this academy. You should speak to the Council, Padawan. Now that the first stage of your training is complete, I am certain they would be eager to have you aid us in our struggle against Darth Malak and the Sith.
Okay. What about you?
Greetings, young Padawan. Have you come?
Okay, that's the same stuff.
Academy, you should come.
Bye. So yeah, a few like new dialogues covering the outcomes of the last couple of major quests, but nothing too substantial. What about you, Juhani? Do you decide to put any clothes on yet?
I do not know what the council has in store.
Yeah, nothing. I assume that it has to be that she just joins us at like before we leave. Are you always here?
Please be careful on the plains, Padawan. Calf hounds are about.
Well, the dialogue's definitely changed if he's calling me a Padawan, right? Because we weren't a Padawan before. Okay, I'll stop it now. I actually am completely stuck.
What?
Okay, weird. I was actually just glued to the terrain. That is not the proper way to do that. That rock, like, blocked my line of sight. Oh, the hill does it, I guess. Or does the crit strike not allow me to jump? Oh, it doesn't. Interesting. That's kind of annoying. Oh well. We'll get used to it. Annoying because specifically it always defaults back to crit strike on every new engagement, rather than defaulting to attack. Is that part of why certain characters seem to favor abilities over others? Is it just like alphabetical? Crit strike before attack, like the base attack? I guess it wouldn't be if it was actually crit strike and attack. That would be not alphabetical, but... Okay. Well, here we are in the ruin. I don't remember if there was much to this one. Okay, we got an ancient droid. Slimo? Who you calling a Slimo? What language is that? What are you trying to say? You have any idea what this thing is trying to say, Bastila?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can reproduce any of the languages spoken by the slaves of the builders. Hey, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders.
It must be referring
Oops.
to Revan.
I think I skipped dialogue.
Malik likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
That's the problem with, like, skipping through the alien dialogue, is if you time it poorly, you hit right at the very end and skip the next bit. But then sometimes the voice lines are, like, way too fucking long. So you need to skip. Are you some type of guardian? I am the overseer. The builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves, while the monument to the power of the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a builder return in search of knowledge of the Starforge. How long have you been here? My chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of the system's outermost planet around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself. My calculations are infallible. Who are these builders? The builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire and creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Something must have happened to wipe the builders out. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? I have been here ever since the completion of this monument. In all this time, no builder has returned to seek information on the Starforge. What is the Starforge? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. But what is it? What does it do? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of the infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or a weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Tell me about Revan and Malik, the ones who came before us. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me, but there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo.
Oh shit, it was Nemo? I remember Nemo.
And it cost him his life.
Did you kill that Jedi? I am not programmed for combat. I did not harm the one who failed. The Temple's own protections will destroy those who seek knowledge of the Forge if they are not deemed worthy. How do I prove myself worthy? Either enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can lock their secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I'm not programmed to say.
Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Alright, poor Nemo. Poor little Captain Nemo. Beam splitter and battle armor. Alright, let's check out the battle armor. 9 + 1, strength +1. Okay. Not really that relevant. And then, yeah, we know we don't really have a good blaster for upgrades anyway. So, we have 2 areas to go. Apparently there's an enemy of some description back here. Not what I meant to click, thank you. Are we just doing a combat thing? Is that all this trial is, essentially? Okay, trying to kill me. Nope.
So be it.
Oh, I guess I'm not actually attacking. Oops. My bad. Very funny. I was looking at Karth, I'm like, Karth, are you attacking? While I just stand there like a dipshit doing nothing. Very funny. Random rocks, computer. Is this gonna be like a little riddle? I don't remember. Ancient computer hums and throbs, screen flickers, and a stream of incomprehensible characters scroll across it. Press a button. New sequence of incomprehensible characters. Talk to the computer. Computer goes silent, screen blank. A few extremely unusable characters then appear on the screen. Computer emits a rapid sequence of tones. Hear one of those tones softly echoed by your datapad. A small data receptacle opens in the front of the ancient machine. Insert the datapad into the receptacle. Computer seems to be interfacing with your datapad. Screen goes blank again, and then more familiar characters begin to appear on screen. Her siki jus uin so istakov. Talk to the computer. Computer goes silent, humming softly, seems to be processing data from your datapad. Datapad is released, machine goes silent before flickering to life. Data interpretation complete, language analysis complete. Interrogative. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types. Volcanic. Barren. Desert. Planetary type conducive death, breaking death seal. That's it? That's the whole thing? I just say, hey, planets that are shit probably kill things? Okay. A very complicated puzzle. Thank you. Hey, you know you can jump at him. Does that even count? Actually, this is a relevant test. Okay. Yeah, so no sneak attack damage on a droid, I guess. Which makes sense. Conceptually, sneak attack is like hitting weak points or whatever, right? Droids don't really have a weak point in a traditional sense. This guy is not dropping. Okay, why don't we, trade out?
You asked for this!
The Force fights with
Okay.
me.
They don't give much for XP. Stun ray, droid plating, sure. Seems fine. Alright, talk to the computer. Insert datapad, talk. Identify life-giving, ocean, grass, and arboreal. Breaking the life seal. Okay, seals are broken. I think this is a perfect spot for us to leave off. Because there's probably a cutscene that I'll have to edit in, and it's probably better to do that in the next episode. Because I would imagine we'll also have cutscenes for leaving Dantooine, and it's just more efficient for me to edit one video instead of 2. So, until next time.